Hey guys. Wow, my name is all jacked up. Hold on. It is what it is. Hope all is well. This is Soulful Conversations. Supposed to type it in differently with my name, but it's all good. So I have the only headache, but you know what? It's all good. Um, I'm gonna go ahead and just wing it because I have another thing I gotta do at 8 o'clock. So this is what it is. Thank you so much for joining Monday Night Soulful Conversations. Still Victoria here. Hope all is well. I have an earpiece in, so let me know if you can hear me or not. Um, in the chat, I would really appreciate that. Comments. Let me see. For some strange reason. Wait. Oh, okay, wait. Let me see. Post comments. All. Destination. Okay, cool. All destinations. So, yeah, it's been an afternoon so far. Like I said, I have the only headache. Like, I don't really have headaches, so I got to pay attention to why I'm having this headache. It could be the weather, it could be a lot of different things, but nonetheless, it's a headache. But I'm just going to push through it. So, thank you so much. It is the first Soulful Conversations of 2025. Don't mind the mishap on the freaking, you know what? Let me just do this. Oh my goodness. It's a day today. Um, that, comments. And I'm doing it from my phone, guys, because my laptop is a little funky right now. So I'm doing it from my phone. I think it's easier on the phone at times. So let me just do this on the phone. Um, oh, I like this. This is cute. So if you can type in the chat to let me know if you can hear me, because I have an earpiece in my ear, that would be so appreciative. Thank you so much. Live comment, show up, StreamYard. This is an example of. Something's weird with StreamYard at the moment. I don't know what it is, but if you can comment, let me know. Yes, I can hear you. Okay, cool, lover, but like I appreciate that. I'm over here stressing, like, can anybody hear me? So, and thank you, Glover Bullock, for helping me with the topic for tonight, which is just how are you going into 2025? Um, what things are you experiencing? Are you the stuff that you prepared to do from 2024 to 25? Are you honoring that right now? I feel like I'm honoring it in a different type of way, especially when it comes to my business. I did a lot of shifts and changes lately. I have something in the microwave as well, so you probably see me eating food, but it's okay. So I've just been hitting the ground running where that's concerned, and probably that's why I have my headache because my mind is so focused on all the things that I need to do, and I want to be in a space of high vibration and high frequency. And so, yeah, that's where I am with that. Definitely going to do the card pulls tonight. I don't have any guests today. I may have a guest next week, Monday. I'm not sure yet. I'm still trying to figure that out. So I am focusing on my Substack, my newsletters. If anybody is part of my email list, you're probably getting my newsletters when it comes to the journey to authenticity, freedom, and truth, and what that looks like for me, what that looks like for you. I'm having an amazing time on Substack. It's just been kind of like sparking an interest for me and taking me back to my roots of writing. And so that's been kind of fun. I've been getting a lot of traction, connections on Substack. It's a really great platform. If anybody's interested, go to substack.com. My Substack is dillis.substack.com, and it's really, really fun. Um, I don't know. I just feel like it's time to go back into that writing, speaking. I do want to jump into hosting and interviewing more, which I already do, but on a larger scale, freelance work, get paid for it and such. So that's what I'm working on. Um, 2025, I feel like there's a lot of shifts taking place. Um, I feel like a lot of people are going through a lot of different things, and it is stressful in the beginning of the year, especially for entrepreneurs, I feel, because we are trying to organize and prepare and see what's priority from what's not, what to leave behind, what to keep moving forward with. And so it's a lot of that going on from the people I've spoken to in my circle of entrepreneurs. That's what we've been dealing with. On a personal level, it's definitely putting things on a back burner and operating differently with our mindset and how we want life to go for us. And so I want to know your thought processes. Thank you so much for the 3 people who's viewing. Let me know where you're viewing me from. As always, what are you grateful for? And what has your experience in 2025 been so far? Today is pretty much the first day of 2025 Monday Night Soulful Conversations. However, it's the first Monday of 2025. So that's interesting in itself. So, how did it feel when you woke up this morning, knowing that it's the first Monday of 2025? How does it feel with everything going on right now in life in real time? And when you were bringing in 2025, what does that feel like to you? I know for me, it was relaxed, it was calm, it was chill, it was all those things. And that's how I want the rest of the year to be, relax and chill. But I know that there's going to be bumps in the road because life has bumps in the road. Life has shadow, it has light. It's both. The other thing about 2025 for me is actually walking in my duality. And what does that mean? It's honoring my light and my shadow side, and it's actually activating both at the same time. Friday, after 2025 came into effect, I woke up and I was told in my spirit that I need to connect with Lilith and Kalima. So Lilith is a goddess she embodies a lot of big, big boss bitch energy, if you will. She is no joke. Kalima, on the other hand, is goddess of destruction that actually pretty much brings forth creation through destruction. And so I find myself embodying those 2 goddesses, and it's bringing me to a level of like a bit of anger, if you will, not bad anger, but just like utilizing anger to fuel me to elevate to new levels and amplify me in a different way. And I'm starting to see certain things I was not seeing before. And I also think the way that the headache was set up, it was here. And this is amplifying third eye energy so I can see more powerfully, see who I need to see, and actually pay attention to certain things. And so now there's a pressure here, but there's also the headache over here as well. When I have headaches, which I don't ever have headaches, there's a meaning behind it. And so I'm paying attention to certain things and just sitting still as well. So that's what 2025 is for me, to like truly walk in my duality. And so I called on the energies of both goddesses, Kalima and Lilith, to hold me accountable for everything I said that I wanted to do within this year and not to back down. Those of you who know me know that I have a very, very pure heart. Those of you who know me that I'm a person that will give till I can't give anymore. And I can't be that way anymore. So, with that being said, when it comes to energy and time and value and people reaching out to me, because people reach out to me constantly, to pick my brain, to ask me a question, to help them with something. And like I said, my time is valuable, and I get it. I get asked questions a lot, advice, all that stuff, because of the things I've been through in my life. And so I created a service. It's called Tap Into My Wisdom. And tapping into my wisdom, you either get 30 minutes or 60 minutes, or you get 3 sessions with me to tap into my wisdom. That's the name of it. And it's very important for me to do so. So whenever anyone is connecting with me and they want to ask me a question, or they want this or they want that, I have to then send the scheduling link for them to figure out which one they want to do and what payment option they want to have. Because I feel like I could no longer be in a space of utilizing my time and my value, my energy in that way, because I'm always there for people. I love helping people, but I have to sit with myself and say, at what cost? Because if the bank account isn't matching the amount of value and insight and advice and energy and experience and wisdom that I'm bringing, then it makes no sense. And People will definitely try as much as they want and how they can, but it's up to me at the end of the day to be responsible to say, okay, well, you know what? I can't do this anymore. And that's one of the hardest things that I have to learn to work with myself in 2024, 2023, and so on and so forth, and actually being able to be responsible as a business owner because I'm in business for myself. I don't have a safety net, it's all me. So to make sure that that is being displayed in how I want to do things moving forward. So let me know what it is for you when it comes to the things that you truly want to change in 2025 and how you're working on those things. Like how are you embodying those things within yourself? For me, it's still authenticity, it's still freedom, it's still truth. But at the same time, it's also honoring the worth, the value, the expertise, the experiences, everything that I've been through thus far. And I'm being asked a whole bunch of different questions from people, and I don't mind answering the questions, but it comes to a point that it becomes too much, and then it's draining, it's exhausting because you're picking up on other people's energy, you're picking up on their feelings, on the emotions, their thought process, and all of that. And me being an intuitive, it doesn't help either because I feel deeply, and it's something that I was born with. This is something that I chose to do, but at the same time, I can also choose to say, well, hey, I know that I offer a lot. I know that my advice, my insight, my experience, my expertise, all of it is 150%. Like I can guarantee powerful transformation in every area aspect: relationships, career, spirituality, entrepreneurship, personal growth, writing a book, whatever it is. I'm well versed in a lot of things because I took the initiative to do everything and put my hands in different pots and things like that when it comes to business, when it comes to life, when it comes to busting my ass and getting back up, when it comes to mistakes that I've made and learning from them. So it's a whole gamut of things that I experience and that I share all the time with people. So now it comes to a point to decide within myself, okay, this is working for you and it's something that you love to do. However, at the same time, there has to be some form of investment or something from the other person, because at the end of the day, time is currency, experience is currency, energy is currency. And so that currency is sustainable, but it's not sustainable enough for me when it comes to my bank account. So that's what that is. And it's interesting times now, especially with entrepreneurship and 2025 and the things that's taken place with presidency, politics, and so on and so forth. A lot of people are stressed. A lot of people are trying to figure out what life is going to look like, how they're going to create life. And you can do all things that you want to do. It's the mindset, it's the belief system. And that's something that I experience all the time, every day, with my own belief systems. So 2025 it's an opportunity for me to elevate and amplify my belief system in myself and challenge myself as such to do specific things and operate in a certain kind of way. And it's challenging and uncomfortable sometimes because, again, when you're a person who's pure of heart, when you're a person who's empathetic, when you're a person who feels other people, it's difficult at times to be like, okay, well, these are the boundaries, and this is what I'm going to do, and this is what I'm going to say, and really stick to it. So if you find yourself going through those emotions and thoughts and feelings with yourself when it comes to how you want to do things in your life, you're in good company. And I talk about this real raw and honest because I don't want anyone to feel as if though an entrepreneur has it easy, or we don't go through anything. We go through a lot of different things because there's times where business is so slow. I know for me, the month of December was so slow, like slow to the point where I had nothing going on. And the other entrepreneurs that are in my circle, in my community, were saying the same things. So now that I know that moving forward, when it comes to how I work my business and the things that's taking place right now, and how I am increasing income and making it sustainable for myself, now I know in the holiday months what needs to be done. So every year we choose a word that describes what we want to do and what we want to amplify in 2025 or the following year. So my word for this year is sustainability. And that's sustainability emotionally, mentally, physically, financially, psychologically, spiritually. I want to be so sustained. I want sustainability. I'm going to achieve sustainability. So that is my word. That's the word that I want to embody and include that with the other words: authenticity, freedom, and truth. Because it's a journey. We are always on a journey here in this life. And a journey is easy, and sometimes a journey is not easy. And so it's deciding what it is that we want to do. And today's January 6th, and 30 days, my birthday is February 6th. I'll be 48. So between now and then, it's really, really hitting the ground running in all things. And for my birthday, the one thing I said I wanted to do is I wanted to get another tattoo because I have five. I'm going to be number six. And it's an accountability symbol. All of my tattoos are accountability symbols for me to show up. For me to show up. So the next one is going to say it all works out or everything works out. I'm still trying to play around with it. And what that means is when I look at that tattoo, it's a accountability symbol for me to elevate my belief system and everything working out, especially when things are out of my control and things are not going the way that I want them to. It is being able to rely on the universe or God of my own understanding to know that everything will work out. Just like my other tattoo that I have here that says free. The word free means continually being the free spirited spiritual being, having a human experience that I am in this life and how I want that to look for me, and that I can decide to be free in all aspects of my life. So the other one that's going to say everything works out or it all works out is reminding me that in life, even if things don't go the way that I want them to go, it's going to be designed a certain kind of way and it's all going to work out. So again, all of my tattoos is pretty much accountability symbol. The other one that I have is fearlessly authentic. That's on my rib cage. That fucker hurt like shit. But I got it for a reason, and I am fearlessly authentic. So it really represents who I am. So, what is your take on 2025? What is it that you want to embody? How do you want to amplify your life in 2025? Like, what does that look like for you? If you can type it in the chat, I want to read it. I want to know because it's important that we start putting forth these types of practices and elements into our lives and discipline ourselves on a daily basis to do so. Um, the other thing that I want to start doing is waking up earlier than I normally do to get work done, to get stuff done. Also, something that Glover Bullock does, and I think she's working on it, is journaling. I'm not one to journal, but I feel like it's something that I need to do. I used to do it before when it came to how much clients I wanted for the year, how much money I wanted to make in my business, how much this, how much that. And writing it down like really solidifies it and makes it realistic for you, or for me rather. So I have to definitely start doing that when it comes to what I want to do as far as 2025. So just let me know, like, what is it that you guys are doing? What do you want to implement? And how's it working for you so far? Like, what is it that you are experiencing these past 6 days in 2025? The other thing that I'm experiencing too is because I've shifted my career, so to speak, into being more of, or going back to my roots, like I said, writer, author, speaker, writing consultant, blogger, my Substack newsletter, as well as doing the, I guess, an authenticity consultant or authenticity coach, even though I don't like that word. Um, it's just to help people embody truth, freedom, and authenticity within themselves, personally as well as professionally, where we are breaking societal expectations and really walking in our authenticity and really freeing ourselves to live that life that is full of peace and joy and embodying our truth of who we truly are and breaking down those barriers and those perceptions of what people think we should be or who we should be, and really stepping into who we want to be. You gotta step into who you want to be in this life, because there's a piece with that. So when things are going awry, or life feels crazy, or you don't know, like, up from down, you can always go into yourself and say, okay, authentically, I know things are going to work out. Truthfully, I know things are going to work out. Tell yourself the truth and be able to be free in that, where you're not fully stressing out yourself, where you're not embodying the energy of stress. Because when we think about certain things, what do we attract? The same fucking thing that we are thinking about. And sometimes it's just learning how to not be in our heads. That's one thing that I have to learn too, is not being in my head all the time, because my mind will go to so many different fucking scenarios all at the same time, and it gets crazy. And so it's sitting with the self. And someone taught me this too. And this is something I wanted to share with you, Glover Bullock, as well. Trisha Dyka, she is a mindset mentor. She came on Monday Night Soulful Conversations last year, a couple months ago, and she was talking about the mindset and what we think. And the other day, she was talking about how do you pivot from negative to positive. And so I said, well, for me, whenever I have a negative thought, I immediately transfer it into a positive thought. And she says, do you write it down? And I was like, holy shit, I don't write it down. So she says that's the other element, and the other step is whenever you're thinking something negative and you pivot into a positive thought, write down a positive thought, because it becomes real. It becomes effective. It's right there on paper. You see it, it's realistic. And so that's something that I want to start implementing as well. As soon as a negative thoughts pops up, pivot into a positive and then write it down. For me, being a recovering hypochondriac, I used to think that everything was wrong with me, and I had to learn to pivot negative to positive. So it's like, oh my God, this, that, next, and the third, or whatever it is that's taking place and happening in my life, and going down the rabbit hole of thinking so many different things, and shifting the thought process and shifting the mindset has helped me so much. And it helped me to alleviate anxiety, panic attacks, depression, whatever it is that I experience, where I can actually be present in my life, enjoy people around me, enjoy people who I love, and so on and so forth, enjoy myself. And so it took me a long time to get there. I think it took me about, I want to say 2 years, where I'm no longer a hypochondriac. Like, a thought will pop up about something. I'm like, that's not the truth. It's not the truth about who I am. It's not the truth about how I want my life to be. And I'm not going to create that energy or develop that thought process, or um, allow that thought process to control who I am. I'm going to be present in real time and be happy and peaceful with myself, because that thought is not true. And it's old paradigms and it's old narratives, and you have to consistently be disciplined enough to pivot all the time when it comes to your mindset. So that's the other thing in 2025 that I'm actively working on, the pivot and shifting of the mindset, because I know I can do all things. So I started putting myself out there again as a speaker. And I was thinking the other day, I said, well, you do speak like all the time. Monday Night Soulful Conversations is me speaking to an audience, because you're my audience. Um, Also, when it comes to being interviewed, podcasts, and so on and so forth, I'm still speaking. So I'm constantly speaking. So find out what it is about your career, your purpose, your expertise that you're doing. If you've been constantly doing it, then you can actually add that to your resume, repertoire, whatever. So I've been adding a lot of different things on social media about being a speaker that I want to speak, and my speaking topic is the journey to authenticity, freedom, and truth, because that's what I share. That is my journey. That's what my Substack is about. That's what all of my socials will be about. To the point that I came up with a couple of different quotes about authenticity, freedom, and truth. And I started posting them. And when I started posting them on Substack, I've been getting a lot of engagement. My Substack went from 214 subscribers to almost 333, I think it is. And when I started sharing those little quotes on Instagram, I've been getting like 444 views, 300 views, so on and so forth, just by sharing my experiences, and with the help of ChatGPT. If you haven't used ChatGPT, you better start using it because it's amazing tool to utilize. Not that you're allowing AI to take over your writing, whatever it is that you're doing, but you're setting yourself up for success. Number one. Number two, it's less time to think about certain things, and it all comes together because you tell ChatGPT what to do. Make this sound like me, real, raw, authentic, understanding, supportive, and empathetic, because those are all the things that I embody, along with truth and transparency. So ChatGPT actually creates content that sounds just like me. So anytime you're reading something that I post on social media or my newsletter, it's incorporated with ChatGPT because it makes the process even shorter time span. So when I came up with the concept of the uh, tap tap into my wisdom, that was ChatGPT, because I first wanted to call it pick my brain, but I'm like, everybody says pick my brain. What is something that's very authentic, that's me, that solidifies who I am? And ChatGPT came up with a whole bunch of names, and so I decided to utilize the name tap. What was it? Tap into my wisdom. So it suits me. And I got confirmation that it suits me by someone who actually was reading my newsletter on Substack about it, and she says, "I really like your title for your sessions." And I was like, "Okay, great," because I wanted something that was deep and powerful, straight to the point, and that's what it is. It's tapping into my wisdom, tapping into my experience, the things that I've been through, how I've overcome struggles, and so on and so forth. So that's why I call it tap into my wisdom. So 2025 is, for me, is about this more discovery. It's about really, really tapping into myself as a professional, as an entrepreneur, as a business owner, how far I want to take it, and creating content that is aligned with who I want to be as far as a speaker, as a writing consultant, and tapping into those spaces and getting uncomfortable. Because when you're comfortable, you pretty much continue doing the same thing over and over and over. But if you make a commitment to yourself to be uncomfortable and step outside your comfort zones, there's so many different things that you can create. There's so many opportunities that are waiting for you, but you got to jump in. You can't just sit on the sidelines and just be like, oh, it's going to come to me, because it's not. When you're aligned, because now that I'm aligned with exactly what I'm supposed to be doing, I've been having opportunities just come to me out of the blue, where I don't even have to chase it. It's just, I'm just attracting everything because now I'm in a higher frequency and a high vibration when it comes to my business and how I want it to go and all the things that I'm doing. So it's working. So try it and see. So if there's something that you know that you want to do, that you feel is aligned with your heart, mind, body, and your spirit, just jump all in, because you never know who's watching. You never know who wants to connect with you, and you never know like what opportunities are there for you. And when I first posted it on social about going back into the roots of writing, speaking, continue being an author, I had a person reach out to me on inbox on Facebook. We are part of the same personal development organization called New York Momentum Education. And she asked me to be a speaker on her panel, which is 8 o'clock tonight after this. Out of nowhere, she just inboxed me, "Hey, would you like to be a speaker in a panel discussion, because it aligns with what you're saying, where authenticity, freedom, and truth is concerned?" And I jumped on the opportunity and said yes, because there's bigger opportunities for me by just doing that, by speaking my truth, saying who I am, what my business is about, how I help people, so on and so forth. It can just expand to as far as wide as it wants to expand. And that's what it's about at the end of the day, right? Expansion and sustainability, like I said. So it's figuring out all these things about you that you always want to do. You've always wanted to do. You never ever took the opportunity to step outside the box. So it's time to step outside the box. It's time to write things down. It's time to get an organizer or something. And it doesn't have to be anything on a professional level. It could be something on a personal level. Any goal that you want to really, really hone in on: losing weight, having a better relationship with yourself, having a better relationship with your partner, having a better relationship with your family and friends, whatever it is, or walking away from people that are no longer serving you, walking away from cycles and habits and patterns that are no longer serving you, like truly walking away from it and not looking back. Because we as people, the human side of us, we tend to like just, backtrack a little bit to who we don't want to be because it's safe and it's comfortable, as opposed to like really really committing to the self to say, okay, I want change. I want to be open, willing, and ready to make change happen within myself. And that means there's certain things I got to change about myself. There's certain things that I have to be more disciplined in when it comes to what I want to do, as far as how I am operating with myself, when it comes to my boundaries of myself, and when it comes to how I want to show up. It is about disciplining the self and how you want to change when it comes to relationships. How are you in relationships? Are you a person who doesn't hold yourself accountable, does not apologize? It's the other person's fault, it's never your fault. Like, you got to look at all those things. You definitely have to look at all those things. If there's a career that you feel like you're most fit with or fit for, it aligns with you more, then start working towards that. Because the last thing you want to do in life is to be unhappy. You don't want to be unhappy in spaces where you know that you can be thriving somewhere else. Last year, I made a conscious decision to walk away from a relationship that was no longer serving me. And, I knew it was time because I was waking up with a heavy heart. Um, I was questioning whether I should stay, go, stay, go, stay, go. That's not a healthy thing to do when you're in a relationship, because when you're in a relationship, you want to make sure that you're fully invested. And if you're not invested, you have to question yourself. You got to tell yourself the truth and ask yourself, what's the reason why I'm in this relationship? Is it serving me? Am I serving them? Are we aligned? Like, all of the questions. And if you keep coming up with more cons than pros, then there's an issue and a problem. The same thing with the job. Is this job truly serving me? Am I happy going to work every day? Is it igniting my fire? If it's not doing any of those things, then you have to reevaluate what this job truly means to you. And it's not based on the money. It's not based on it. It's based on your emotional, your mental, and your spiritual way of being when you're at that job. So many different things to pay attention to. And I always say that your purpose in this life is to be yourself. So, how are you being yourself in 2025? How are you being your true, authentic self in 2025? And what does that look like to you? And it's going to be uncomfortable as fuck. Because I just mentioned just now that I created a service called Tap Into My Wisdom. And that's something that I have to honor within myself when people are like, oh, hey, can I have like a couple minutes of your time, to be able to send them that link and have them pay for my time and pay for my knowledge and pay for my expertise. And knowing that everything that I offer is valuable because it's tried and true and it's proven time and time and time and time again and over again, it makes me cringe. It's uncomfortable because, again, I'm such a giver. But giving to a certain extent is not going to expand sustainability for me. And it's something that I have to actively work on and work with. So when it came to Friday, when I had, excuse me, is this, and this other thing too, recently, I've been wanting to nap all freaking day. It's the most interesting thing. It's a spiritual thing going on with me. Being exceptionally intuitive, being a healer that I am, a priestess that I am, that is encompassing all the things that I do. The last couple days, I've just been feeling so fucking sleepy. And now today, I have this headache. And then on top of that, too, I've been burping like crazy. And so for me, that means I'm releasing some type of unwanted energy that does not align with who I am as a person, or some unwanted energy that surrounds me that is not part of what needs to be a part of who I am. So I find myself doing that majority of the day today. And it's just been something. It's just been something because I don't have headaches. I'm not a person to get a headache. And for me to have a headache for the whole entire day, something is in the midst. Something is not right. Like, my person says to me when they're going through something or they're intuitively feeling something, there's disruption in the force. So there's some type of disruption going on, and I'm feeling it. And my intuitive knowing and my spirit guides are actually um, allowing me to feel this for me to do something about it, because there's something that's not right that's going on right now, and I feel it. It is heavy energy for me to have a headache, for me to be feeling the way I feel. And the other way that I'm feeling too is like I've been on like a party boat one time. That seasickness, I'm feeling seasick. That's what I'm feeling. I'm feeling seasick. I have a headache. I'm burping like crazy. So that's my indication that something is not right spiritually or energetically. I don't know if it's a shift in um, the weather, the atmosphere. I don't know what it is. I will find out eventually. But for right now, that's what it is. And because even yesterday, I wanted to go to the park. And as soon as I was getting dressed, I had this drowsiness come over me like I took a sleeping pill, and I couldn't do anything else but go to sleep. And today it happens again while I was getting dressed again to go to the park. But I'm like, fuck this shit. I gotta go to the park, and I had to go sit in my sacred space of the park. And Savannah to me these days have just been feeling very weird. There's like a weird atmosphere going on right now. So I don't know who else is feeling this, but again, you're in good company because I'm feeling this shit too. I don't know what the fuck this is, but we'll figure it out. So I say this all to say this is what I'm experiencing right now, and it's causing me to pay attention in 2025 to a lot of different changes going on. It is the age of Aquarius. I'm an Aquarius, so there's a lot of truth that's going to be revealed, a lot of masks that's falling off people's faces. I'm going to be able to see a lot of different things. And if you're an intuitive and you're an empath, pay attention to people around you. Pay attention to how they're feeling, how they move, how they talk. Like, pay attention to all those things. And then you'll make an executive decision about if you want that person in your space or not. And so it's really, really interesting to say the least. So I guess I'm gonna do some card pulls. I don't know who's in here. Nobody's talking. The only person that actually said something was Lover Bullock. So thank you so much. Um, so yep. Hey man, I'm just asking if you need a video editor to edit. No, leave me alone. Thank you for tuning in from Twitch. That's confirmation that I know people are working on Twitch. I am fine. I don't need anybody to edit my stream, my podcast, none of it. I like my stuff to be real, raw, authentic, like myself. But thank you so much for offering. No, thank you. I appreciate it a lot. It just lets me know that my content is working because somebody's paying attention. I'll take a card pull. Okay, not a problem. Do you want it from the Goddess Isis deck? Hey, Sarasi, what's up? Let me know if you need a card pull. I'll do both. So let's see what Mama Isis is saying to you, Glover Bullock. Mm-hmm. All right. So, Glover Bullock, pretty much, this is something we talked about a little bit earlier today. Goddess Isis empowers you to set boundaries with those around you. She empowers you to trust yourself and your intuition, to see people exactly for who they are. She empowers you to take a look at the parts you play in the lives of others and take full responsibility of them. That's your card. Hey, Sarasi, you want a card pull? Let me know. I'm going to pull a card for myself, too, because I really want to know what's going on with me right now, the way what I'm feeling. So, Goddess Isis wants me to know it is time to step into my God, Goddess, warrior energy that I was born to be. Don't allow struggle or circumstance to break me. Realize and embrace that I am royalty with a high destiny in front of me. That's my card pull for Mama Isis. Okay, cool, Sarafi, not a problem. Here is a card pull for Mama Isis. Now, let's see. All right, Sarafi. Your card says Goddess Isis wants to empower you to be kind and loving to yourself. She empowers you to stop beating yourself up for mistakes you have made. She wants to remind you to keep focused on the present and not be stuck in the past. That's your card, Selassie. My card is definitely fitting for me. Does anyone else want a card pull? Please let me know. I'm definitely gonna do that. I'm going to log off at 7:50 because I need to prepare for that panel discussion that I'm a part of at 8 o'clock. It's called Black Girls Everything Group on Facebook. You're welcome. I'm gonna do the soulful affirmation as well. So I got to go over there. Like I said, 2025 is aligning perfectly for me in different spaces, and what I'm experiencing right now is designed for me to experience this right now because of certain things that's taking place. I don't know what it is, but I will definitely know because I consistently get downloads. And my third eye is being open. That's why that pressure of headache is right here all day today because I'm being elevated and amplified. So you got to look at it from a spiritual aspect as well, not only a physical, because they both go hand in hand. And like I said, it's me walking in my duality, complete duality. My light and my shadow side, they need to do this. They can't be like this no more. They have to match up completely. So I'm going to go ahead and do the Soul Awakening affirmation deck. And let's see. I'll pull one for you, Glover Bella. Let's see what that one says. So, your affirmation from the Soul Awakening deck, Glover Bullet, is my spirit is resilient and I rise stronger with each new day. My spirit is resilient and I rise stronger with each new day. That's for you, Glover Bullet. That's that one. Sarasi, yours says, let's see. Sarasi, yours says, I release self-doubt and embrace the unique gifts that I bring to the world. I release self-doubt and I embrace the unique gifts that I bring to the world. That's yours. It actually aligns with the other one from the Goddess Isis deck. Let me see what is mine. It's the message. I feel free to be my most authentic self without apology or fear. And my mission for 2025 is to continue the journey of authenticity, freedom, and truth. And look what this card has. It has free and it has authentic self in it. So definitely alignment for sure and confirmation for sure of the path that I am embarking on when it comes to my business and who I want to be and how I want to show up. Oh Lord. And I took a nap today. This is something's taking place and going on. I don't know what it is, but it'll reveal itself as it always does. I bet you by tonight when I go to sleep and I wake up, I'm gonna have a whole bunch of motherfucking downloads. That's what it feels like. I had to sage today and light some incense today because this was just like it was a lot. It was a lot. And again, for those who know me, I don't have headaches. I'm not a person to have a headache. If I have a headache, I'll sleep it off and it'll be okay. But this lasted all day. It's now subsiding and I'm feeling a little bit better. But yeah, today was a doozy for sure. So anyone else want a card pull? Let me know. Let me know where you're viewing me from at the moment. So it's on Twitch, Facebook, and YouTube all together at the same time. Again, like I said earlier, disclaimer that I'm not my very best today, but I gotta show up and show out because I did not want to um, reschedule or postpone Monday night sofa conversations, especially being that this is the first Monday of 2025. I was not gonna miss it, and this is what this is. Can't do nothing about it. This is something that I'm talking about when I was saying earlier about stuff being out of your control. What I'm feeling right now is out of my control. So I have to sit with whatever this is because I cannot run from my body. I can't jump out my body. I just have to experience what this is and just go with it. I know it's something energetical, and I know it's something spiritual, and I know that something is shifting and taking place. And I know that there's some weird energy because I've been burping a lot as well. And so when I burp like that is an indication that something is being released from me, or something is being released from the energy and environment of which I am in. And so my body and my spirit is like, okay, we need to release whatever the hell this is from you because it's not yours to carry. And so there's some weird energy, there's some heaviness taking place. I can feel it. And they're just making me aware of it by me having all these different things going on with my body at the moment. And that's just what that is. Hey Dillis, hey Manuel, of course you can have a card pull. Absolutely. Hey Manuel from Belize. All right, let's pull a card for Manuel. Manuel, Goddess Isis wants you to know that you are divinely guided and protected by her. She loves you unconditionally with every fiber of her being. She will never judge or make you feel less than. Know that she is truly your mother who has the capacity to love you through your joy and through your pain. That's for you, Manuel. That's for you. And the other one is the affirmation deck. Let's see what messages come through the affirmation deck. All right. So, Manuel, it says, I feel deeply connected to the divine within me and around me. That's so fitting for you. I feel deeply connected to the divine within me and around me. That's for you. That's yours as well. Thank you very much. You're so welcome. You're welcome from Belize. Thank you very much, good sir. Oh, man. So, yeah, I wanted to know, I was asking in the beginning, like, what is the word for you guys for 2025? How are you implementing the things that you want to do in 2025? And please don't hold yourself back. Just say fuck it and jump. Even if it doesn't work out, attempt to do something different. Attempt to make yourself feel uncomfortable. Attempt to step out of your comfort zone, so to speak. I'm stepping out my comfort zone in a lot of ways, and it's just like, ugh. But I'm a person who says fuck it and jump, and I just do it. I don't hold myself back. 2011, having a near-death experience taught me not to hold myself back. And if it doesn't work, it doesn't work. It's fine. Because guess what? When you fall down, you bust your ass, you get back up. That's what life is about. Fall down, bust your ass, and you get back up and you start all over again. That's all it can be. Life is funny, and life is beautiful, and life is chaotic, and life is destructive, and life is peaceful, and it's happiness. It's just encompassing of all the things. And it's being okay with all the things. It's fine. You know, what can you lose? You can't lose anything. You gain experiences, wisdom, and lessons. That's what you gain. Even if something doesn't work out, you still gain a lesson. You still are experiencing something or the other. So there's always a win-win. Even if the situation is really, really fucked up, it's still a win-win because you're overcoming the situation. How many times in life you've been through so many different things, and if you look back at your life 6 months ago, 2 weeks ago, 5 years ago, and you laugh about it because you're like, damn, I can't believe I went through that shit. But you went through it. You did it. You did it. You figured out what you needed to do and how to get out of it. And when you look back at it, you're like, damn, like I did that. I did that. That was me. And you just practice gratitude for all of the things, every single thing. You practice gratitude for the air in your lungs. You practice gratitude for the beating of your heart. You practice gratitude, the fact that you woke up this morning. You practice gratitude that you can drink a glass of water. You practice gratitude that you can hear and smell and taste and hug and see. You practice gratitude every single day for those things. For those things, because they're so important. We tend to concentrate and focus more on materialistic things as opposed to simple things that are important, like just listening to your heartbeat, Feeling your heartbeat is the most amazing gift that we've been given. Without this, life is done. Even when you're paying attention to your thoughts, your mind is a chaotic yet beautiful thing all at the same time. And it could either make you or break you. So you have to decide what you want and how you want things to be done with your life, right? So again, the service that I created that I'm offering is called Tap into My Wisdom. That is true. The little things we take for granted so easy. Yep. It's called Tap into My Wisdom. You have an opportunity to book a conversation with me, either 30 minutes to 60 minutes or 3 sessions, depending on if you want more additional support. And it's for people who need guidance, direction, insight, advice on relationships, career, personal development, entrepreneurship, spirituality, whatever, all encompassing in life. That's what I'm offering when it comes to people, because people ask me for advice and shit all the damn time, and it's my value, my worth, my time, my education, my experience, my wisdom, my knowledge, all of it. So definitely have to charge for it, and it's you investing in yourself as well. So it's a two-way street. Like I said, currency and time is so fucking valuable. It's important as much as money, right? And these are the things that I'm operating in when it comes to who I am as a person, what I offer with my business, and so on and so forth. For really honing in, stepping into the real, true entrepreneur that I know I am capable of being. So there's a lot of shifting and stuff taking place right now in 2025. We're only 6 days in, and a month from now is my birthday. So I'm going to get off here because I have another thing that I need to do. But thank y'all for paying attention to me, for your support, for just being here. I appreciate everybody. I'm grateful for y'all. And next Monday, I know that I'm going to be like on board, like full force, firecracker. But today, it's just one of those days, and it's okay. So I'll talk to you guys later. See y'all soon.